covered in a fine gray silt. Beneath the high rafters that the ancestors built, I'm reading the scripture from a moth-eaten page, the wisdom of sorrow and the comfort of age.
The preacher is silent, the choir's gone home, leaving the spirits in the chapel to roam. I've got a suitcase of sins and a bucket of tears, trying to outrun the ghost of my fears. Dry as the desert, old as the light, looking for mercy in the middle of the night. Singing the words of a dusty gospel tonight, chasing the shadow, looking for the light. Hey, it's not in the temple, it's not in the stone, it's in the vibration of the skin and the bone. A worn out salvation, a raggedy grace, found in the lines of a beautiful face. The hymnal is missing the notes of the joy, the simple belief of a girl and a boy.
Now we're just wanderers in a parched holy land, holding the truth in a trembling hand. The incense is powder,
the water is sand,
scattered like seeds across a desolate strand. But the rhythm is ancient and the melodies deep, waking the faith that was falling asleep. Dry as the desert, old as the light, looking for mercy in the middle of the night. Singing the words of a dusty gospel tonight, chasing the shadow, looking for the light. Hey, it's not in the temple, it's not in the stone, it's in the vibration of the skin and the bone. A worn out salvation, a raggedy grace, found in the lines of a beautiful face. The only religion that's worthy of trust. Dusty gospel, hear the sound, singing the words of a dusty gospel tonight. Dusty gospel tonight, chasing the shadow, looking for the light. It's not in the stone, it's in the vibration of the skin and the bone. A worn out salvation, a raggedy grace, found in the lines of a beautiful face. Dusty gospel, dusty gospel, the dust. A circle of a sharpened regret, a heavy reminder of a sun that is set. I'm sitting on splinters in a ballroom of glass, watching the ghosts of my dignity pass.
The kingdom is briars and the subjects are crows, guarding the secret that the wilderness knows. I'll kneel at your feet on the cold granite floor, while the wolves of the winter howl outside the door.
Blood on the velvet, rust on the blade. This is the price of the choices we made. A roof from the height of your thorny throne, the heaviest burden that a human has known. Stuck in the brambles, locked in the wire, burning the palace to fuel the desire. Long live the lonely, long live the pain in the jagged garden of a bitter rain.
The scepter is hemlock and the robe is of nettle,
Testing the strength of your internal metal.
I'll build you a fortress of 1,000 mistakes,
To shelter the heart that so quietly aches.
the ivy is climbing the walls
Of the heart,
waiting for the empire to
finally fall.
No gold in the treasury, no wine in the jar, just the light
Light of a dying distant star. Blood on the velvet, rust on the blade. This is the price of the choices we made. Rule from the height of your thorny throne, the heaviest burden that a human has known. Stuck in the brambles, locked in the wire, burning the palace to fuel the desire. Long live the lonely, long live the pain in the jagged garden of a bitter rain.
tear down the curtains, break all the seals, until the true skin of the spirit reveals.
It's better to bleed than to never feel it all in the magnificent ruins of the judgment hall.
Thorny
Throne,
sit alone.
rule from the height of your thorny throne, the heaviest burden that a human is known. Stuck in the brambles, locked in the wire, burning the palace to fuel the desire. Long live the lonely, long live the pain in the jagged garden of a bitter rain. Thorny throne,
The thorny throne.
the thorny throne. I'm drifting through a sea of a liquid mercury, searching for the anchor that could set my spirit free. The waves are all silent, the stars are all drowned in the deepest reflection that I've ever found.
I'm the heavy metal sinking through the blue, trying to find a purchase, trying to reach you. A chain made of moonlight, a rope made of shine, connecting your jagged horizon to mine.
Heavier than lead, brighter than the sun, the work of the sinking has finally begun. Drop the silver anchor in the heart of the deep, where the secrets of the water and the giants sleep. Holding us steady, keeping us still against the momentum of a stubborn will. Let the metal ride, let the cable hold in a world made of iron.
is a forest of a coral and bone, a silent cathedral where we're never alone. I wrap the cold links around my weary chest to find the finality of a permanent rest. The current's pulling, but the steel is too strong, correcting the rhythm of a drifting song. We're fixed to the planet, we're nailed to the floor. We don't have to wander the tides anymore. Heavier than lead, brighter than the sun, the work of the sinking has finally begun. Drop the silver anchor in the heart of the deep, where the secrets of the water and the giants sleep, holding us steady, keeping us still against the momentum of a stubborn will. Let the metal bite, let the cable hold in a world made of iron and a world made of gold. In this watery place, silver anchor, hold fast. Drop the silver anchor in the heart of the deep, where the secrets of the water and the giants sleep, holding us steady, keeping us still against the momentum of a stubborn will. Let the metal bite, let the cable hold in a world made of iron and a world made of gold. Silver anchor, hold fast. The apples are swollen with a forbidden juice, tied to the branch by a tightening noose. I'm stepping on shadows that crawl through the grass, watching the seasons and the centuries pass.
The roots are like fingers that clutch at the stone, guarding the secrets that the forest has grown.
I'll taste the temptation, I'll swallow the lie, under the gaze of a predatory sky. A poisonous harvest, a dangerous sweet, where the dark and the beautiful finally meet. Down in the wicked orchard tonight, wrestling the ghost of a flickering light. The fruit is a bird and the nectar is gall, waiting for the kingdom of the giants to fall. Stray from the path, lose your way in the deep, where the promises of the devil are cheap.
I'll carve your initials in the bark of the pine, a permanent mark of a love so malign. The crows are the jurors, the owls are the judge, holding an ancient and shivering grudge.
The wind is a whisper of a long ago sin, lifting the latch so the cold can come in. We're lost in
in the thicket, we're caught in the maze, blinded by the thick and the sulphurous haze. A poisonous harvest, a dangerous sweet, where the dark and the beautiful finally meet. Down in the wicked orchard tonight, wrestling the ghost of a flickering light. The fruit is a bird and the nectar is gold, waiting for the kingdom of the giants to fall. Stray from the path, lose your way in the deep, where the promises of the devil are cheap.
When the hunger is real in the wicked orchard where the spirits all kneel. Wicked orchard, taste the poison.
Down in the wicked orchard tonight, wrestling the ghost of a flickering light. The fruit is a bird and the nectar is gold, waiting for the kingdom of the giants to fall. Straight from the path, lose your way in the deep, where the promises of the devil are cheap. Wicked orchard, wicked orchard. Flowers only bloom in the center of a dream, beside the reflection of a pale moonbeam. I'm drinking the liquid of a phantom desire, a cool kind of honey and a cold kind of fire.
The bees are all spirits with translucent wings, humming the melody that the universe sings.
I'm tasting the essence of a love that is gone, before the arrival of the terrifying dawn. Sweeter than the truth, lighter than the air, a beautiful blessing and a haunting prayer. 60 seconds of the ghostly nectar tonight, chasing the flavor of a vanished light. It's on the tip of the tongue, it's in the back of the throat, a rhythmic translation of a spiritual note. Drink it all down, let the vision blur, in the ghostly nectar of the way that we were.
The orchard is a memory of a summer long dead, wrapped in the fabric of the things that we said.
I'll gather the harvest of the shadows and mist, to find the sweetness that we haven't yet missed.
The bottle is empty, but the scent is so strong,
echoing the chorus of a forgotten song.
we're fed by the absence,
we're drunk on the void, in the beautiful ruins of the world we destroyed. Sweeter than the truth, lighter than the air, a beautiful blessing and a haunting prayer. 60 seconds of the ghostly nectar tonight, chasing the flavor of a vanished light. It's on the tip of the tongue, it's in the back of the throat, a translation of a spiritual note. Drink it all down, let the vision blur in the ghostly nectar of the way that we were.
Making the history feel
so divine. Ghostly nectar, taste me. 60 seconds of the ghostly nectar tonight, chasing the flavor of a vanished light. It's on the tip of the tongue, it's in the back of the throat, a rhythmic translation of a spiritual note. Drink it all down, let the vision blur in the ghostly nectar of the way that we were. Ghostly nectar,
drink it down.
Ghostly nectar, oh, ghostly nectar. The air is a fluid, a thick purple sea, pulling the breath from the center of me.
I'm sinking through layers of a soft indigo
into the places where the heavy things go.
The earth is a magnet, the sky is a weight,
measuring the pull of a motionless fate.
I'm tethered to you by a cord made of lead,
wrapped in the blankets of a mahogany bed. Down through the silk, deep in the plush, into the heart of the midnight hush. Falling so slow in the velvet gravity, losing the fight with a beautiful depravity. No need for the wings, no need for the flight, when the anchor is holding us perfectly tight. A heavy surrender, a soft-spoken plea in the velvet gravity of you and of me.
The clock on the mantle has forgotten to tick.
The silence is honey,
golden and thick. I'll drown in your shadow, I'll sleep in your wake.
the only sweet ending that I'm willing to take.
The world is a blur and the stars are a home,
waiting for the morning that will never quite come.
we're caught in the suction, we're lost in the pull.
Our spirits are empty, our bodies are full. Down the silk, deep in the plush, into the heart of the midnight hush. Falling so slow in the velvet gravity, losing in the fight with a beautiful depravity. No need for the wings, no need for the flight, when the anchor is holding us perfectly tight. A heavy surrender, a soft-spoken plea in the velvet gravity of you and of me.
that we're allowed to keep. Velvet gravity pulling down, falling so slow in the velvet gravity, losing the fight with a beautiful depravity. No need for the wings, no need for the flight, when the anchor is holding us perfectly tight. A heavy surrender, a soft-spoken plea in the velvet gravity of you and of me. Velvet gravity,
Sink with me.
sink with me. The crown is a circle of a sharpened regret, a heavy reminder of a sun that has set. I'm sitting on splinters in a ballroom of glass, watching the ghosts of my dignity pass.
The kingdom is briars and the subjects are crows, guarding the secret that the wilderness knows. I'll kneel at your feet on the cold granite floor, while the wolves of the winter howl outside the door.
Blood on the velvet, rust on the blade. This is the price of the choices we made. Rule from the height of your thorny throne, the heaviest burden that a human has known. Stuck in the brambles, locked in the wire, burning the palace to fuel the desire. Long live the lonely, long live the pain in the jagged garden of a bitter rain.
The scepter is hemlock and the robe is of nettle, testing the strength of your internal metal. I'll build you a fortress of 1,000 mistakes to shelter the heart that so quietly aches.
The ivy is climbing the walls of the hall, waiting for the empire to finally fall. No gold in the treasury, no wine in the jar, just the light of a dying and distant star. Blood on the velvet, rust on the blade. This is the price of the choices we made. Rule from the height of your thorny throne, the heaviest burden that a human has known. Stuck in the brambles, locked in the wire, burning the palace to fuel the desire. Long live the lonely, long live the pain in the jagged garden of a bitter rain. sharp frozen white, waiting for the tremor in the middle of the night. I'm standing in the valley where the air is so thin, watching the descent of the original sin.
The weight of the winter is 1,000,000 tons of ghosts, siding with the gravity that I fear the most. A single soft whisper, a single sharp breath to trigger the beauty of a magnificent death. Crystalline and heavy, blinding and pure, the only kind of chaos that is built to endure. Caught in the silent avalanche tonight, buried in the powder in the cold white light. No sound in the falling, no scream in the slide, nowhere for the shivering spirit to hide. The world is a blanket, the world is a stone, the most peaceful ending that I've ever known. The trees are all matchsticks, the rocks are all grain, under the momentum of the frozen white rain. I'll wrap my arms around the center of the cold to find the salvation that the prophets foretold.
The sky is a vacuum, the ground is a daze, lost in the center of the crystalline haze. We're sinking through layers of the ancient deep frost, counting the seconds that the living have lost. Crystalline and heavy, blinding and pure, the only kind of chaos that is built to endure. Caught in the silent avalanche tonight, buried in the powder in the cold white light. No sound in the falling, no scream in the slide, nowhere for the shivering spirit to hide. The world is a blanket, the world is a stone, the most peaceful ending that I've ever known.
Let the mountain move, let the valley fill, until everything is frozen and perfectly still.
The silence is the power, the silence is the grace,
In the white out center of this holy place.
silent avalanche, cold.
Caught in the silent
Avalanche tonight, buried in the powder in the cold white light.
no sound in the falling, no
Scream in the slide,
nowhere for the shivering spirit to hide.
the world is a blanket, the world is a stone, the most peaceful ending that I've ever known. Silent avalanche,
Avalanche.
silent avalanche, silent avalanche. The curtains are green, are dragging in the lake, beneath the heavy burden of a heart about to break. I'm hiding in the tresses of the emerald hair, breathing in the dampness of the humid, stagnant air.
The bark is a skin that is wrinkled and old,
protecting the secrets that are better left untold.
I'll lean against the trunk,
I'll listen to the sap falling into the center of a beautiful leafy trap. bending to the water, bowing to the ground, where the quietest kind of agony is found. Oh, under the heavy willow tonight, sheltered from the cruelty of the morning light. The branches are weeping, the shadows are long, humming the melody of a tired, drooping song. Let the leaves cover us, let the wood bend in the place where the vertical world begins to end.
The roots are a knot in the belly of the mud,
drinking from the rhythm of the subterranean flood.
I'll weave a new basket of the
Switch and the twine to hold all the failures of your spirit and mine.
The wind is a comb through the tangle of the limb,
as the visibility of the daylight starts to dim.
we're hanging like fruit that is too heavy
to hold in a story of silver and a story of mold. Bending to the water, bowing to the ground, where the quietest kind of agony is found. Oh, under the heavy willow tonight, sheltered from the cruelty of the morning light. The branches are weeping, the shadows are long, humming the melody of a tired, drooping song. Let the leaves cover us, let the wood bend in the place where the vertical world begins to end. Closed eyes.
The willow is a
teacher, the willow is a priest, giving us the peace of the spirit at the very least. Heavy willow, soft pillow, under the heavy willow tonight, sheltered from the cruelty of the morning light. The branches are weeping, the shadows are long, humming the melody of a tired, drooping song. Let the leaves cover us, let the wood bend in the place where the vertical world begins to end. Heavy willow into the green, into the green. The evening sky is a tender shade of ache, like a fragile promise that was destined to break. I'm leaning my forehead on the cool window pane, tracing the path of a violet-colored rain.
The twilight hit me with a heavy velvet hand across the vast reaches of this lonely land.
I'm wearing the mark of the sunset on my skin,
the color of the trouble
that I've gotten us in,
a darker kind of bloom,
a deep and quiet stain,
finding the beauty
in the center of the pain. Wearing like an indigo bruise tonight, the memory of a love that didn't go right. It's the shade of the thunder, the tint of the storm, keeping the hollow of the spirit so warm. Deep as the ocean, soft as a sigh, painting the gravity across the night sky.
The clouds are swollen like a weeping, tired eye, reflecting the weight of a heavy goodbye.
I'll carry the pigment in the marrow of the bone, a colorful secret that is mine alone.
The shadows are blooming like a flower of ink, pushing the sanity
right to the brink. We're stained by the context, we're marked by the touch of a phantom of a feeling that cost us too much,
a darker kind of bloom,
a deep and quiet stain,
finding the beauty
in the center of the pain. Wearing like an indigo bruise tonight, the memory of a love that didn't go right. It's the shade of the thunder, the tint of the storm, keeping the hollow of the spirit so warm. Deep as the ocean, soft as a sigh, painting the gravity across the night sky.
don't heal the wound.
Don't let it fade.
It's the only true record of the choice that we made.
Let the blue deepen, let the color grow into the depths that the daylight won't know. Indigo bruise, nothing to lose. Wearing like an indigo bruise tonight, the memory of a love that didn't go right. It's the shade of the thunder, the tint of the storm, keeping the hollow of the spirit so warm. Deep as the ocean, deep as the ocean, soft as a sigh, soft as a sigh, painting the gravity across the night sky. Indigo bruise, indigo bruise, indigo bruise. The well is a canyon of a dry, cracked stone, the deepest abandonment I have ever known. I'm chasing the mirage of a cool blue stream in the middle of a parched and a feverish dream.
My tongue is a parchment, my throat is a fire, the smoke of the memory of a liquid desire. I've been digging for water in the heart of the salt, watching the machinery of the universe halt.
Not a drop to be found, not a cloud in the sky, watching the ocean of the spirit run dry. We are bound by an eternal thirst tonight, under the glare of a pitiless light, searching for the nectar, searching for the rain, to drown out the fire of the spiritual pain. An infinite longing, a permanent daze, lost in the heat of the wandering haze.
I'll trade all my gold for a sip of the dew that falls from the shadow of the memory of you. The desert is endless, the horizon is wide, nowhere for a thirsty young spirit to hide.
The canteen is heavy with the weight of the air, the final conclusion of a desperate prayer. We're drinking the heat, we're drinking the light, waiting for the deluge in the middle of the night. Not a drop to be found, not a cloud in the sky, watching the ocean of the spirit run dry. We are bound by an eternal thirst tonight, under the glare of a pitiless light, searching for the nectar, searching for the rain, to drown out the fire of the spiritual pain. An infinite longing, a permanent daze, lost in the heat of the wandering haze.
The ferocity that is burning inside. If the drought is a teacher, the drought is a grace,
finding our truth in this desolate place. Eternal thirst, burn first. We are bound by an eternal thirst tonight, under the glare of a pitiless light, searching for the nectar, searching for the rain, to drown out the fire of the spiritual pain. An infinite longing, a permanent daze, lost in the heat of the wandering haze. Eternal thirst, eternal I'm carved from the silence of a mountain of white, a statue of longing in the middle of the night. My skin is a surface, polished and cold,
hiding the stories that were never quite told. I'm the sculptor who lost his way in the dark,
searching for a pulse or a heavenly spark.
I'll trace the patterns that run through your chest,
looking for a place for a wanderer to rest. Frozen in time, captured in stone, the most beautiful prison I've ever known. Blood is flowing through the marble veins, breaking the locks in the heavy iron chains. A heartbeat of limestone, a spirit of clay, turning the night into a permanent day. We are the statues that learn how to feel, turning the stone into something that's real.
The chisel is broken, the hammer is gone, leaving us here in the gray of the dawn. I feel the vibration of the world through your hand, across the expanse of this desolate land.
The moss is a carpet on our pedestals of grief, bringing a temporary and fragile relief. We're shedding the minerals, we're shedding the weight, defying the laws of a motionless fate. Frozen in time, captured in stone, the most beautiful prison I've ever known. Blood is flowing through the marble veins, breaking the locks in the heavy iron chains. A heartbeat of limestone, a spirit of clay, turning the night into a permanent day. We are the statues that learn how to feel, turning the stone into something that's real. Redemption we were too afraid to ask. Marble veins pulsing warm. Blood is flowing through the marble veins, oh, the marble veins, breaking the locks in the heavy iron chains. A heartbeat of limestone, a spirit of clay, turning the night into a permanent day. We are the statues that learn how to feel, turning the stone into something that's real. Oh, marble veins, marble veins,
We're breathing.
marble veins, marble veins, marble veins. The curtains of green are dragging in the lake, beneath the heavy burden of a heart about to break. I'm hiding in the tresses of the emerald hair, breathing in the dampness of the humid, stagnant air.
The bark is a skin that is wrinkled and old, protecting the secrets that are better left untold.
I'll lean against the trunk, I'll listen to the sap, falling into the center of a beautiful leafy trap. Bending to the water, bowing to the ground, where the quietest kind of agony is found. Under the heavy willow tonight, sheltered from the cruelty of the morning light. The branches are weeping, the shadows are long, humming the melody of a tired, drooping song. Let the leaves cover us, let the wood bend in the place where the vertical world begins to end.
roots are not in the belly of the mud, drinking from the rhythm of the subterranean flood. I'll weave a new basket of the switch and the twine to hold all the failures of your spirit and mind. The wind is a comb through the tangle of the limb. As the visibility of the daylight starts to dim, we're hanging like fruit that is too heavy to hold, in a story of silver and a story of mold. Bending to the water, bowing to the ground, where the quietest kind of agony is found. Under the heavy willow tonight, sheltered from the cruelty of the morning light, the branches are weeping, the shadows are long, humming the melody of a tired drooping song. Let the leaves cover us, let the wood bend in the place where the vertical world begins to end.
The willow is a priest, giving us the peace of the spirit at the very least. Heavy willow, soft pillow. Under the heavy willow tonight, sheltered from the cruelty of the morning light, the branches are weeping, the shadows are long, humming the melody of a tired drooping song. Let the leaves cover us, let the wood bend in the place where the vertical world begins to end. Heavy willow, heavy willow, into the green. Heavy willow, the courtroom is empty, the jury has fled, leaving the echoes of the things that were bled.
I'm holding the gavel with a trembling hand,
a stranger in a dark and a lawless land.
The evidence is piled like a mountain of ash,
the ghost of the lightning and the thunderous crash.
I'm standing in the dark with a color of gray,
waiting for the words that you're too afraid to say. Hazy as a dream, thick as the fog, lost in the pages of a forgotten log. Wait for the smoky verdict tonight, where the gray of the shadow meets the edge of the light. No guilty or innocent, no right or no wrong, just the weary conclusion of a lifelong song. The ink is a cloud, the paper is haze, judging the map of our wandering days.
The witness is silent, the record is torn,
A testament to all of the things we have sworn.
I'll offer a bribe of 1,000 regrets
to cancel the weight of our emotional debt.
the threads of the
story unspun. We're sentenced to wander, we're sentenced to stay
in the middle of the mist where the
colors turn gray. Hazy as a dream, thick as the fog, lost in the pages of a forgotten log. Wait for the smoky verdict tonight, where the gray of the shadow meets the edge of the light. No guilty or innocent, no right or no wrong, just a weary conclusion of a lifelong song. The ink is a cloud, the paper is haze, judging the map of our wandering day. True justice is the way that we were.
no need for the change.
No need for the sound.
The truth is a secret that we'll never tell.
Smoky verdict, judge me. Smoky verdict, judge me. Wait for the smoky verdict tonight, where the gray of the shadow meets the edge of the light. No guilty or innocent, no right or no wrong, just the weary conclusion of a lifelong song. The ink is a cloud, the paper is haze, judging the map of our wandering days. Smoky verdict
In the smoke,
in the smoke. The flowers only bloom in the center of a dream, beside the reflection of a pale moonbeam. I'm drinking the liquid of a phantom desire, a cool kind of honey and a cold kind of fire.
the bees are all spirits with translucent wings, humming the melody that the universe sings.
I'm tasting the essence of a love that is gone before the arrival of the terrifying dawn. Sweeter than the truth, lighter than the air, a beautiful blessing and a haunting prayer. 60 seconds of the ghostly nectar tonight, chasing the flavor of a vanished light. It's on the tip of the tongue, it's in the back of the throat, a rhythmic translation of a spiritual note. Drink it all down, let the vision blur in the ghostly nectar of the way that we were.
The orchard is a memory of a summer-long day,
Wrapped in the fabric of the things that we said.
I'll gather the harvest of the shadows and mist,
to find the sweetness that we haven't yet missed.
the bottle is empty,
But the scent is so strong, echoing the chorus voice of a forgotten song.
We're fed by the absence,
we're drunk on the void,
in the beautiful ruins of the world
we destroy. Sweeter than the truth, lighter than the air, beautiful blessing and a haunting prayer. 60 seconds of the ghostly nectar tonight, chasing the flavor of a vanished light. It's on the tip of the tongue, it's in the back of the throat, a rhythmic translation of a spiritual note. Drink it all down, let the vision blur in the ghostly nectar of the way that we were. The ghost of the vine,
making the history feel so divine.
Ghostly nectar, taste me. Ghostly nectar, taste me. 60 seconds of the ghostly nectar tonight, chasing the flavor of a vanished light. It's in the back of the throat, a rhythmic translation of a spiritual note. Drink it all down, let the vision blur in the ghostly nectar of the way that we were. Ghostly nectar, drink it down. Drink it down. Drink it down. Shallow and the rocks are all sharp, playing a tune on a skeletal harp. I'm planting the memories of the people we lost, ignoring the winter and the coming of frost.
The field is a gallery of the ribs and the jars, governed by ancient and pitiless laws. I'll dig a new furrow in the hardened debris
to find a small corner for you and for me. White as the ivory, hard as the hate, standing outside of the cemetery gate, working the rows in the bone orchard field, waiting for the harvest that the spirit will yield. Nothing but calcium, nothing but dust, the only two people that I'm ever gonna trust. Gather the wreckage, build us a home deep in the garden of the ivory and bone.
The skulls are like lanterns with no candles inside, witnessing the ego and the death of the pride. I'll hang my transgressions on the branches of pine and wait
for the judgment of the cosmic design.
The worms are the weavers of a subterranean lace, covering the lines of a beautiful face. We're part of the cycle, we're part of the ground, where the meaning of the silence is finally found. White
as the ivory, hard as the hate, standing standing outside of the cemetery gate, walking the roads in the bone orchard field, waiting for the harvest that the spirit will yield. Nothing but calcium, nothing but dust, the only two people that I'm ever gonna trust. Gather the wreckage, build us a home deep in the garden of the ivory and bone.
Waiting for the light of the eternal dawn.
Orchard deep, deep, working the rows in the bone orchard field, waiting for the harvest that the spirit will yield. Nothing but calcium, nothing but dust, the only two people that I'm ever gonna trust. Gather the wreckage, build us a home the garden of the ivory and bone. Bone orchard, the bone orchard, orchard. The peak is a diamond of a sharp frozen white, waiting for the tremor in the middle of the night. I'm standing in the valley where the air is so thin, watching the descent of the original sin.
The weight of the winter is a million tons of ghost, siding with the gravity that I fear the most. A single soft whisper, a single sharp breath, to trigger the beauty of a magnificent death.
Crystalline and heavy, blinding and pure, the only kind of chaos that is built to endure. Caught in the silent avalanche tonight, buried in the powder and the cold white light. No sound in the falling, no scream in the slide, nowhere for the shivering spirit to hide. The world is a blanket, the world is a stone, the most peaceful ending that I've ever known.
The rocks are all grained under the momentum of the frozen white rain. I'll wrap my arms around the center of the cold to find the salvation that the prophets foretold.
The sky is a vacuum, the ground is a daze, lost in the center of the crystalline haze. We're sinking through layers of the ancient deep frost, counting the seconds that the living have lost. Crystalline and heavy, blinding and pure, the only kind of chaos that is built to endure. Caught in the silent avalanche tonight, buried in the powder and the cold white light. No sound in the falling, no scream in the slide, nowhere for the shivering spirit to hide. The world is a blanket, the world is a stone, the most peaceful ending that I've ever known. everything is frozen and perfectly still. The silence is the power, the silence is the grace, in the wide-out center of this holy place. Silent avalanche, cold white, caught in the silent avalanche tonight. Oh, buried in the powder and the cold white light. Oh, no sound in the falling, no scream in the slide, nowhere for the shivering spirit to hide. The world is a blanket, the world is a stone, the most peaceful ending that I've ever known. Silent avalanche that I've ever known. Silent avalanche. Silent avalanche. The garden is forged in a furnace of red, where the living are silent and the metal is fed. I'm touching the blossom of a cold black rose, tracing the geometry that the blacksmith knows. The stem is a wire and the leaf is a blade, in the factory of shadows that the humans have made. I'm harvesting anchors from the flower of steel, trying to remember how the soft things feel. Unbending beauty, a rigid design, the strength of the mountain in a delicate light. Oh, witness the rise of the iron petals tonight, shining like armor in the flickering light. They won't wilt in the winter, they won't bend in the gale. A love made of metal that was destined to fail, hotter than a heart, heavier than a stone, the most beautiful prison we have ever known. The fragrance is rust and the nectar is oil, feeding the roots in the metallic soil. I'll build you a bouquet of the scrap and the boat to survive the vibration of the electric jolt. No color in the orchard, just the gray and the tan, a mechanical nature and a structural plan. We are blooming in the rivets, we are growing in the gears, in the cold architecture of our industrial fears. Unbending beauty, a rigid design, the strength of the mountain in a delicate light. Oh, witness the rise of the iron petals tonight, shining like armor in the flickering light. They won't wilt in the winter, they won't bend in the gale. A love made of metal that was destined to fail, harder than a heart, heavier than a stone, the most beautiful prison we have ever known. is finally complete. Iron petals strike hard.
Oh, witness the rise of the iron petals tonight,
Shining like armor
in the flickering light.
They won't wilt in the winter, they won't
Bend in the gale,
A love made of metal that was
destined to fail, harder than a heart,
Heavier than a stone, the most beautiful prison we have ever known.